Hello and welcome to another incredible, iconic client interview. I am so excited to introduce you to my insanely talented client, Sarah. She has been in my world since June of last year when she came into the inner circle. And we have been working together since then, and we've been making some magic together. And I absolutely love having her in my world. She is just an incredible coach. We're going to tag her below this video so you can go and follow her and watch all of her stuff. Like she's amazing at what she does. But thank you so much for taking the time to come and join me today to have this chat with me about your time in the inner circle.
Yes, of course. Thank you. I can't believe it's almost been a year.
I know. I'm like, I literally, the best thing about these interviews for me is like, I'm like, oh my gosh, is that when you came in? So how did you, I'm trying to think about how you came into the inner circle. Did you come straight in or did you do a program? No, you came straight in, right?
I did the seven-figure visibility. Then I messaged you. I was like, I have to. Still to this day one of my favorite programs is like going back in because you really teach the foundations of messaging, just visibility and like kind of like, just laser focus on all the things, which is so good. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that program has come up so much in these interviews. And I'm not surprised because it's literally one of my favorite programs too. And it creates such amazing results. And the coolest thing is we're running it again. Well, I'm running it again live this year because it's such a powerful program. So I'm so excited for that. So why don't you share a little bit about your business and then a little bit about so that everyone knows who you are and what you do. And that because like obviously we're very different in terms of like what we're doing, which I love, and then share a little bit about kind of where you are at and then the biggest shifts that you've had since being inside my world in the inner circle.
Yes, so I'm known as the Energy Queen online and also offline. So we host live events where we shift your energy in 4 hours. I'm really almost kind of in the shamanic, I channel spirit. We just play, like I just get into the nitty gritty. I'm like, you're not freaking broken. Let's just go. Let's move from this choice point into where you want to go, which is, it's just so fun to play with energetics. I understand it. I get it, but before I came into your world, I was like, I want to understand the Instagrams of the things. And like, I think that with spiritual entrepreneurs, as we just went through, She Makes Bank in our messaging, it just is so clear of like, ooh, speak about the tangible pieces, right? So before coming into your world, I think I was like kind of, I don't want to say stuck, but I was stagnant at 16,000 followers. We're almost at 20,000 today. So over a whole year, right? And we've had 20K pay in full, 5K pay in fulls just with little tiny tweaks with messaging. It works. It works.
Yeah,
So
and I love that because you have this is the perfect example of like if you are somebody that's watching this that is more of a spiritual based entrepreneur, often your biggest challenge can be around communication of your genius in a way that feels really tangible to your dream client. And for me, that's where messaging changes everything, and you don't need to be doing what I'm doing or speaking how I speak in order to make that happen. And I love that we've made, in just like the subtle tweaks that we've made to some of your content, like you immediately started seeing results. Like you said, like your audience has skyrocketed. You're getting people like reach out and just like pay in full at all of these different price points. And this is the power of when you nail your visibility and everything comes back to your messaging because you will increase your audience size with the right people when you understand messaging, and you will convert people straight from your content in the DMs when you have nailed your messaging. So I love that you spoke to those things. It's so powerful. So the seven figure visibility challenge is one of your favorite programs. Obviously, you did that right before you joined the inner circle, which are and She Makes Bank clearly because you just mentioned it. So what else have you really enjoyed about being inside the inner circle in terms of like what you get access to or the community or any of like the key highlights for you since being there?
the more clients now is amazing. I love looking forward to the calls every single week, right? And also, I just want to point out even like stories that sell, the master classes, all of those things, I go back and listen to on repeat always because there's always this thing. I'm like, okay, Spirit's saying that we need to listen to, the media program, right? Even though I'm like, okay, cool. Hey, what module? And then I am like, this is that you can't even make this shit up, which is so good. So I love everything, seven-figure visibility. I love all the, yeah, master classes.
But you're right, because you get the portal and you get lifetime access to that. So whatever you get instant access to a bunch of like a bunch of incredible signature programs, like Stories That Sell, like Seven Figure Visibility, like Trailblazer, She Makes Bank. Like there's so many incredible programs deep diving into specific areas of your business. But then you also get to keep those. And then everything that I do over the time of your 12 months inside, you also get access to that and then lifetime access to that. And what's so powerful is, to your point, you've got the weekly calls that you can tap into if you need support and accountability, if you need to tap into some momentum, or you have a particular like area that you really want to focus on. And then you also have the ability just to tap into the portal and put me on in the background when it comes to like specific deep dive micro topics. And the more you listen to things, that it hits differently, like each time. It's like you'll get something different. It's kind of like when you read a book or watch a movie, like you see parts of it that you didn't see the time before. It's the same thing with the training. So I love that you speak to that, because I think both the calls and the portal are just such powerful places to be able to tap into whether it be the live coaching or even listening to like the questions that other people are asking can be so powerful.
Yeah, even sometimes, like, I don't even post questions in the more clients now, I just listen to the Q&As because I'm like, "This is just so gold." I don't maybe not have a question, but then when I'm listening to some of the trainings like I did the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that question? Oh, that's so good. Okay, yep, got it," which is so amazing.
Yeah, because then you didn't even need to ask the question, but you get an answer you didn't even know that you were looking for.
Yeah.
And I think that's the power of having so many incredible women with such different businesses, with such different questions, because it always sparks ideas for everybody else in the room, which I think is so incredible. So, okay, I love everything that you shared. So what would you say to the woman that's like thinking about coming into my world, thinking about coming into the inner circle, but maybe is like, oh, is it for me? Am I gonna love this? Like, what would you say to that person?
First of all, you already just know. You just know. You've gotta trust your autonomy and you've gotta trust your inner being, and if you're pulled to Leanne, you just have to also tune in to be, like, asking yourself better questions, and this is what I ask, like, "Where am I gonna be in 12 months in the inner circle?" More than I thought I was gonna be, to be honest, right? So you can use your autonomy and tune into your intuition and just say, "Hey, I'm pulled to this. There's a reason to this. Where will I be in 12 months?" And then you're gonna get your freaking answer, and then just come play.
I love this. Come play and then come build an incredible business with other heart led visionary women. I have loved this. Thank you so much for your time. I love having you inside the inner circle. I'm so excited to see all of the magic that you're going to continue to create. I can't wait to redo the seven figure visibility challenge with you and see all of the payment like testimonials that we're going to be getting out of Wazoo in that program. I love all of the work that you're doing. Go and follow Sarah. She's incredible. Her work is amazing. She is honestly the queen of energy, and you just can't not shift around her. And if you're watching this and you're really interested in joining, just simply send me a message. I would happily love to chat with you in the DMs and make sure that it's the right fit for you. I'm so honored for it with every single woman that joins my world. And I am welcoming anyone that feels ready to pull the seat at the table and build and scale an incredible heart led business with me and the other incredible humans inside. Sarah, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. And I will see you all very, very soon.